So the most important part of this activity is catching your animals. So before you start, you need to make sure your net is in the right way. So make sure it's nice and big and open. If it's inside out, it will be much smaller and you'll catch a lot less animals. So once your net's in the right way, you can put it down in the water. Make sure it's not too deep because you don't want to catch lots of mud. And you want to sweep it backwards and forwards quite quickly. And it's really important to make sure you turn your net at the end. Once you've been backwards and forwards a few times, you can take your net out of the water and put all the animals that you've caught into your white tray, which you've prepared with some water for those animals to go into. So we've caught lots and lots of things already. So you can start, once the water has settled, you can use your animal transfer implement, your plastic spoon, to move some of these animals into your tray. So we've already caught a greater pond snail here, so we can put that into our 0 legs compartment. There's lots of other creatures moving around in here as well. We've got a greater water boatman. These guys are much quicker than the snails are to catch, so you have to be quite quick with your spoon, but we can put these into potentially our invertebrates section. There is not much water in there, so I'm just going to give him a little bit extra so that he can swim around. So that's quite a large adult there. We've got lots of other creatures moving around in here that you can look at more closely. There's flatworms moving around on the bottom. We've got a nice ram's horn snail just there, and I did see we've got a hog louse there. These are fantastic little creatures. They're a little bit like a woodlouse, but they do exactly the same thing. So they help to eat and munch on all that dead vegetation and help to break it down in the pond and keep our water nice and tidy. At the end of your pond dipping session, it's really important to make sure you put all of the animals back where you found them. So very gently empty your trays into the water. It's also important to make sure your net's really clean. There's lots of creatures that you don't want to make sure are caught in your net when you go home, and also to make sure that you're not transferring any plant and animal material potentially to a different site. So it's really important to make sure you give these a good clean before you go home too.